Top of the morning, Slim. It's officially go time, y'all. Wake up. Training camp starts today.
Good morning.
And I'm bringing you the first injury report of the season. Some not so good news, some news that we already expected, and also we have a player that did not show up. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries?
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juangottibusiness here. We on the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a quick video. We're going to be going over the first injury report of the season. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on a road to 11,000 subscribers. We really appreciate if you reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight to it. So just wanted to come on here quickly, 8:30 as they're starting to kick off activities. I think Dan Quinn literally just went live to the media.
Been a lot of training camps, and so it's never lost on me the excitement that goes with that, because really the journey that this team goes on together, today's a big part of starting that. So
I just wanted to come on here to just address a couple things, some things that we already knew, some things that is a little surprising. So first things first, when it comes to the injury report, Terry McLaurin did not show up to training camp, which is not a surprise at all. He continues his holdout as he wants his money, and like I said before, again, this is not a thing that we have not seen before, especially from the receiver position.
I know Adam and his team they're working as hard as they can, with Terry, and so the best thing I can do, honestly, in this space is put all the attention and the focus to go doing we love them. So I know they're working really hard to go do that, but it's part of the business of our league.
These guys hold out, right? Jamar Chase didn't get his deal done till late August, early September. Same with CeeDee Lamb. These guys are a tight-knit group. They do the same thing, right, to get what they want. So again, him not reporting does not surprise me at all. I was personally feeling like Terry should have done a hold in, because now he's subjected to $50,000 fines for every day he misses, in which, in the grand scheme of things, for the contract that he's trying to get, it probably does not affect him whatsoever. But if I was Terry and I sincerely wanted to, put the press on the Commanders, I think there's nothing worse than showing up to your job and just not doing nothing as everybody else is working, slaving, doing what they got to do. You just standing there on the clock getting paid free, right? That's how Terry should have done it if he in fact wanted to put the press on him about getting this deal done. Terry McLaurin, for me, is still going to get his money. This does not surprise me whatsoever. What Adam Peters and Dan Quinn had to say yesterday kind of gives me more confidence than ever that they'll get the deal done, because both sides want to get the deal done. So it's going to get done. Now, is it tomorrow? Is it the day after? We don't know the exact date, but it will get done, okay? And you look at guys across the league. Micah Parsons showed up. I believe James Conner wants a new deal, and he showed up. I'm not too sure about Jawan Jennings. I know he requested a trade or wanted to get extended or requested a trade. I don't know if he showed up or whatnot. I know Trey Hendrickson didn't show up, so maybe that's what Terry McLaurin is kind of following suit after. But it's a mixture. It's truly up to what you want to do, because Micah Parsons very well could have held out. He's there. James Conner could have held out. Are you down on Terry because he's not there? Shouldn't be. I think the difference, though, I think why Terry McLaurin probably didn't do a hold in is because he's not getting no work. You got to be a fool if you don't think Terry McLaurin is wherever he's at, whether he's out here, whether he's in VA, you know what I'm saying, Ashburn, or if he's in Indiana, where he's from, and wherever he's at, he's getting some work in. So maybe that's why the holdout would be better for the hold in. I was thinking a hold in would be better from his financial standpoint, but from a hold out, at least you don't know what he's doing. So you would just assume that he's still getting some working by himself and still training 100% until he gets this deal done. I think the faster they get this deal done, the better, because he will miss less time. And I am a person that feels like chemistry is what's needed, and I do see a path in which this could affect a slow start from McLaurin and Daniels if this thing lingers all summer long. If they get it done by the end of this week, start of pads next week, I think it could be fine. But if it gets beyond that into preseason, then I'll probably get a little bit concerned, because the connection was supposed to be building off of what happened last year, and I think this can kind of gauge and block that from happening. But we'll see, maybe not. Then moving on to some not so good news, and then we'll get to the most obvious one. Noah Brown. Remember how we thought Noah Brown injury was not as significant as we once thought, because he was running around, he was, doing drills and stuff like that, and just looking normal. It didn't look like it affected him much. Well, I got some news for you. Noah Brown is placed on the physically unable to perform list, which isn't necessarily a good thing for Noah Brown. This is per Ian Rappaport, who says Commanders have officially placed standout wide receiver on the reserve/did not report list, and as his holdout begins. In addition, offensive line Sam Cosmi to the physically unable to perform list, and wide receiver Noah Brown, who was carted off at the start of the spring. Not a positive sign for Brown. So again, like I said, when I was kirking and when I was upset and mad that Noah Brown went down, it wasn't simply just because we were losing a player. That had a huge part in it, don't get me wrong. But this guy has been through so much. And I know a lot of y'all kept saying, Juan, it's a tall hill there in Ashburn. Maybe he just didn't want to walk up it. And maybe that was the case, right? But he clearly has suffered something serious enough to keep him off the physically unable to perform list, or keep him on the physically unable to perform list, as he's starting training camp on that list. Again, we don't know exactly, at least me personally, don't know the exact details of his injury. They did a dang good job of not disclosing that. Hopefully someone asked Dan Quinn about that at his pressers at some point this training camp, as he's not out there. What's up with him? What's the specific injury? I'm going to go on a limb and say a knee injury, some sort. But again, I knew that it was something more serious than it was led to be. Now, is it season ending? Probably not, because look at him. Look at his highlight clips and look at his story. He's working out. He's able to move and cut and turn and do certain things. He may just not be 100%, which probably would have him out the first couple of weeks of training camp. I don't want to speculate how long it is. Again, I don't know the severity or what exactly the injury is, but I knew like this wasn't something that should have been taken as lightly as people were leading on it to be, right? Because this guy got carted off the field. Anytime a cart is brought out onto the field, that's never a good sign. I don't care who you are, what sport you play, what position it is, whether it's a lower or higher extremity, you know what I'm saying, body part, whatever. If you have to have the card out for you, it is clearly serious enough to where it needs more attention. So Noah Brown, unfortunately, is starting the season on the physically unable to perform list alongside Sam Cosmi. We'll get to Sam Cosmi in a second, because that one is not a surprise. This one, for me, stings a little bit. Maybe because I don't know exactly what the injury is and the severity, but it stings for me because I think Noah Brown is a guy, in my opinion, that was a lock to make this roster. And not that this necessarily hinders his spot, because I do think he still is a guy that's a lock to make this roster. But you would have liked to see him out there all of training camp, all of preseason, to really get them reps and really build off of a really solid year one before another injury had to end his season and shorten his season. So this guy's dealt with injuries forever. It seems like every year he's always hurt, and it's unfortunate because he has the talent to be really, really special in terms of a wide receiver 3, maybe 4 on some other rosters, right? And then I just felt like this was an exciting time for him because last season he came in at the tail end of training camp after Houston let him go, so he didn't really get a full training camp with Jaden and the offense, and he was kind of playing catch up, and he did a dang good job because week 2 he was Jaden Daniels' like go-to man. So I'm like, all right, shoot, a whole offseason with Fab and the rest of the offense, you could probably actually turn up and take your career to the next level. And unfortunately he got hit with this, but we'll see how long he's out there. Again, it doesn't seem as if it's a season-ending injury, or we would have known that by now, because up until this point, this is the first public notion that they're making about it, or public saying that they're saying about the injury. Right before that, it was a bunch of speculation. They were keeping it under wraps. So if it was season-ending, they probably would have said that. So that's good. But the bad thing is he started on the physically unable to perform list. And then last but not least is Sam Cosmi is also starting on the physically unable to perform list after tearing his ACL in a divisional round against the Detroit Lions. This one right here comes at no surprise, because we know that Sam Cosmi has been killing it, been tearing it, as DQ likes to say, and someone needs to make that shirt. We're not going to miss a step. In words of DQ, he's been killing his rehab. He looks good. He's been on the side field in spring, so no one expected him to be out there day one. Again, in my opinion, I was going into the season saying maybe halfway through the season is when Sam Cosmi comes back. But again, it's not the right mind to me to put out a timetable, because you never truly know, right? Until training camp gets on, until they ask him these questions, that being DQ and stuff like that, where is he at? When do you start to test it and see what he can do? That's when you'll get a clarity of a path for Sam Cosmi. But at this point, he's not physically ready to be out there with the guys, and that's understandable. He tore his ACL in January. It is July, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye out for Sam, but the only one that's truly concerning for me is the Noah Brown one. But at the end of the day, doesn't seem like it's season ending, so we should be good. But there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section. As always, me, Boy Juan, got to get this video up for you so you can enjoy the rest of your morning. And I'll catch y'all a little bit later tonight, as we're going to be live on the Burgundy Breakdown official YouTube channel. You do not want to miss it. That link is down below in the description. I'm telling you, you're going to be live over there. No more here on Juan Gotti Talking Sports, but over there. And of course, I'll probably be back for a post training camp video. Y'all have a blessed, stay safe, be easy out there. Peace.
You guys know your man Juan Gotti computer has officially broke. So if you guys want to help donate towards a new one, feel free. Link down below in the description.
Ballin' like I'm D-Sean, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.